poppin', world? Jay Jones, you know what I'm saying? I'm here with KUT Media. Issue 3 is on the way. My interview is in there. Y'all be sure to look out for that, man. Young Money in the fucking building. You know what it is. What's good, everybody? It's Tee Becoate. We back with another KUT interview. And I got another Young Money artist with me, New Orleans own Jay Jones. We just having this conversation before the cameras was on about your New Orleans accent, right? You know that shit stands out, bro.
You tell me I sound like Birdman. I ain't never hear that. That's funny. That's loud up there.
Not like you don't really sound like him, but yeah,
I get it. I get
similar
it.
accent.
Yeah,
that's what's up, bro. So tell us a little bit about who you are and where you're from.
I'm Jay Jones. I'm from New Orleans, Hollygrove, New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? So
Legendary Hollygrove.
Legendary Hollygrove. You know about it, you know. But yeah, I've been rapping for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Since probably a kid. I was not gonna remember that.
We just interviewed Euro. He was also like, you guys are like similar in terms of like, you guys been rapping for mad long, long time. Put that work in.
Yeah, and I read that I said I grew up. My pa used to rap, my daddy used to rap, so I read it with the studio baby. Like, ever since a kid, I read it around this shit since I was born.
We're gonna get into that. So first, I want to ask you about Hollygrove, because you're from Hollygrove, right?
Yeah.
All right, we hear Wayne every time you hear him talk about Hollygrove, so like that's like a legendary place.
Yeah.
But you're from there, so describe growing up in Hollygrove. First, what is Hollygrove? That's the whole neighborhood. Is that like a certain hood? Like,
no, it's like New Orleans got wards, right, from 3 to the 17. Hollygrove is in the 17. 0017, that's like our shit. I would talk about that too, like the group I was put up and our little neighborhood. But Hollygrove is like one section of the 17. They got shit called Dirt Town, Nigga Town. They got just different parts of the 17.
I heard the 17th ward in one of your interviews, so that's one of the biggest wards, right?
Yeah, it probably is. Just because we got all these different neighborhoods and that, you know what I'm saying? But nah, the third ward big as shit too, right? That's where the Magnolia and the Calio project, that's where Birdman, Juvenile, Master P from Calio, Stunning from the Magnolia. So the third ward kind of big too.
So break down wards for us, because I've never been in New Orleans, but I know about the wards. Is it like how boroughs are in New York City? Like except like they're close?
I don't know about that.
So like boroughs in New York are like we in Brooklyn, but it's not too far from like.
Nah, yeah, the walls will change over the street. Like,
okay.
That's how they go to the third ward over one crossing Claymore.
Oh, so you don't got to drive on highways and shit.
New Orleans, you get to the whole New Orleans in 30 minutes.
Alright.
Like literally, like from across the river to the east to Kenner, you get the whole shit in 30 minutes.
So y'all all like kind of like know each other and shit out there. I was gonna ask about that, like, so do niggas like be like, yo, I got homies in this ward, we can pull out some shit, be like that?
I probably know somebody out of every ward in New Orleans. It's a smaller shit, but everybody is you damn near know everybody. That's somebody that know that person or something like that.
Okay, dope. So let's go back to your childhood, your upbringing, your pops rap, right? Yeah. And if I got it correctly from the interview, his name is J-Dog, facts. And who was he affiliated with, like, coming up? He was signed, right?
Yeah, they were signed to this record label called Big Boy Records. Like they started around the same time Cash Money and No Limit started. They was actually beefing with Cash Money.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that was some crazy shit. They had I don't know if they got parties in Mystical used to be signed to Big Boy.
He's from New Orleans.
He's from New Orleans. Yeah. Fiend, I don't know Fiend. That's the one name who signed to Spiller 9 and all the people now. But they got a lot of people that came from Big Boy that branched off to a lot of other labels. Dad went to jail and shit like around that time. The feds just already stopped that whole label situation. Yeah, that's how I really got into music by being around him.
And I saw y'all interview. You don't like to talk about like your pop because you don't want to like ride his wave. Like,
yeah, you know how a lot of niggas, sons, daddies be rappers so they live. I never wanted to do that. Like, because I ain't never wanted to just go, you gotta do this like your daddy. Or you sound like, nah, like you gotta know me to know that's my dad. Not trying to hide it, but like, yeah, I ain't just want to be in that shadow of my pops. Like, I don't want to be my own person.
But describe like how big of a role that played, like just having your dad, being in the studio.
That was you. That's what made me like a studio rat I am today. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that kept me out of the way in a lot of situations. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always had a studio. I always, like, he had a studio my whole time growing up. So I always had someone to my face. So that was always major to, you know what I'm saying? Get me to this.
Right. So I want to go back to a little bit about the childhood in Hollygrove. What was like your favorite memories? What's it like in Hollygrove? Like, describe it, bring it down.
It's different, huh? I mean, like before Katrina days and shit like that. When I was younger, like it was lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you was really outside and shit like that. Like my house was the popping house. I had all the games and the soccer poppers, and everybody used to come to my crib like for all the just Joe shit. I just had all the shit that everybody could put around, like all the kids, like so. But just mainly just linking up with my partners and just going out and play for the football team, like right there in the middle of the hood. We just all used to meet up at the school, walking football practice, pitch up tackle and shit like that. Just old school throwback memories. Kids probably don't even do that shit.
They don't do that today. We call it kill a man with the ball in New York though.
That's like, called pitch up tackle?
Yeah,
they got different
definitely
names.
was playing that as a kid.
But shit, sure. So
coaches come to practice yelling at y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all that extra shit. Yeah, like a vibe for sure.
Sure. All right, bro. So what's we talked about favorite memories. So when did you really start rapping? Because I know you said your pops didn't even want you to rap.
Yeah.
So we were like secretly writing bars.
I ain't gonna say he want me to rap. You know how they got people, parents who are, oh, you gonna be a doctor. Just because he was a rapper, I'm gonna make sure you're gonna do my son get this. He never pushed music on me. It was like, I'm going to him like I wanna rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what I wanna do. So probably my first verse was probably like 12 years old or something like that.
We talked a little bit about your dad being your first engineer. You're 12 years old, make your first track for him.
Yeah.
Like, so you have potential from day one. Like, what was his opinion first track?
I mean, he was happy, but I ain't mind. I always felt like my pop's whole thing with me, he never was like, you killed that shit. Like, he told, like, I found this out later, it was probably a couple years ago. Like, cause I asked him, like, when I go, like, why you never, like, you know what I'm saying? Say, like, you killed this shit, motivate, like, you like, that made you into who you is. Like, I was just telling you everything you did was nice, you probably was never gonna try to get better. So it made sense to me, like, you know what I'm saying? I used to have people in the studio with me, I felt like, I know I just killed him. But he giving them props. Like, yeah, you straight, that's true. I'm like, all right, what the hell, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know I'm better than him.
But later on in life, it makes sense, like, you know what I'm saying? Because now I go in the studio, even with my partners, like, I'm the most competitive nigga ever in the studio. I'm trying to bite your head. We were just talking about that on the way here. I'm very competitive. I don't care if we're playing basketball, football, soccer, we could be flipping a coin to the line and trying to win. So especially when it comes to music, ain't no trying to just beat you, but I feel like if I do a good verse, that's gonna motivate whoever I'm on the song with to do a good verse. So I just going out that mentality every time.
And that goes right into my next question. You got that competitive edge, you're at the perfect place. Signed with Young Money. And I know the studio session there gotta go crazy. Cause so y'all cypher first with the, what was that, bars on I-95?
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, y'all went crazy on that. So I was like, I can already tell if y'all all in the studio, y'all probably just battle.
Yeah.
So like, when did they get in the picture? Cause one from Hollygrove, so Wayne is from Hollygrove too, right?
Yeah.
So like, did they always know about you? Like,
I know Wayne knew of my pop, but Mac Man used to record with my daddy back in the Jeep, like before he got signed to Young Money. So we kind of knew Mac, like, but that's what his 007 t-shirt come. Like, I was part of a group, like, shout out to Izzo and Marty, but Izzo is Mac, like, damn their best friend. Like, so I started gaining traction in New Orleans, like, wave and momentum. We was doing ciphers, I think Currency hosted one, then Mac came down and hosted one or some shit like that. And probably 2-3 weeks later, it was around South by Southwest time. I got a call, either it was Mac or Ted at the time. He was calling me like the day before, like, yeah, you can make it to South by Southwest, you can open up for Wayne. And whoop, whoop. So that's really how my whole Young Money journey started, from just that opening up at the South by Southwest. Like, it was a dope show, and then I got flew to Miami after.
So what was that moment like going, I know you was nervous, you got to go to South by Southwest.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, but it was 24 hours to get ready, so I was nervous, but I'm excited too. Like,
what song you performed?
At that time, it was like a remix. I think I remixed Bad and Bougie or some shit, like the Migos.
That
era where you was remixing shit, right. So I went out and performed that, and then like the crowd was dope. It was damn near cheap because they know the song already from the beat.
Right.
So it's just like
it was turned up.
Yeah, rapping on it and killed it, so it was a dope response. Like, so it was kind of the rest was history after that.
So when Wayne fly you to Miami, you go straight to the school?
Yeah. And when I got there, that was when me and Vice Versa got there. I mean, that was a group that was there. That was Poppy and Yard. Like, they separated now, but we got there at the same time. So yeah, we went straight to the studio.
And when did you ink your deal? If you don't mind me asking, like, what year was that?
What, 2017, 18?
2017. So,
Yeah,
so you really the
Young Money.
new Young Money.
Yeah, I came after all.
That's dope. But you get to follow in some legendary footsteps.
Nah, for sure.
Okay, bet. So like when you get to Young Money, you hit the stew. Like who's in there? Like that first session.
That was me, vice versa, and Wayne, the first session. That was just like, I guess because we were the newest artists to come around, so it was just us and him and that work.
So like you just playing music for him, or it's like y'all get straight to making music?
Straight to, you don't want to hear that shit. You get straight to record. I ain't trying.
Yo, how
you hear
is
it? You hear it? Like I obviously I heard something, so I ain't trying to hit it. Sit here and hear 20 songs from you. Now we go straight to work.
How is it with Wayne? Like is he very like with the verses? How is he? It's like say if your verse, like is he ever like yo this shit not it? Go again.
I just left LA. I ain't gonna say I don't give bad verses, but he's one of them niggas who gon' he know if that was your first thought and all type of shit. Like yeah, when you said this, I know that was just the first thing that came to your mind. So I don't like that. Change that. Like, but that's the goal. Like so, and he be right. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I can't even argue. Like what he said. Like it was my first thought. Like you got me. Like you know what I'm saying? So yeah, hell yeah, I had plenty of verses. He like yeah, change this, do this over. Yeah, so. That's from Lil Wayne. I'm not gonna listen to the GOAT like that. That's my brother.
Well, obviously you took that criticism and got better because you've been on a few songs with Wayne. That's out and released. So
Yeah.
that's dope. So you were on tour too. Welcome to the Carter tour.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys still on tour? It's over.
It's
now.
over.
It's over now. How was that tour?
That was a vibe. I was on the second half, but
Second leg. Yeah, I heard you like on the last half of the tour. So what cities did you get to experience?
I really got we was down south and then LA and shit like that, Phoenix and Houston, and Kentucky. Like we had a lot of spots.
What city was your favorite?
Euro took it. North Dakota.
This is the second time I'm hearing North Dakota.
Fargo was different. I ain't gonna lie.
There's
And
nothing out there though.
Montana. That was the other one we did. Like after
There's nothing out there though, right?
That's what it is. Like as they saying, like shit rarely come out there. So I guess when that happened, like everybody who in those towns just be lit as fuck. But that and Kentucky was probably lit as shit too. Kentucky was fire. But I feel like all the nights was dope. But that was the one that probably stood out the most. Like it was probably the most lit. Like just everybody, the whole venue was just crazy.
For you personally, what was your favorite tour moment?
I guess just being out there, bro. Like I had a lot of moments where, you know what I'm saying, I got to raise the phones up and wave hands, like just to see all those phones and just, you know what I'm saying, the vibe into like the music, that's just a different feel. Like that's what we in the studio working for. Like so just to go out there and see that, I just be like, damn, this shit really, you know what I'm saying, you're doing something right. So that's the moment.
And so far this year, you dropped some new music. You got 2 new tracks. You have Last Route, that's like really recent.
Oh, that's a feature.
That's a feature.
That's a feature. That's the homie though. That's a homie out there in St. Louis. I did that feature on tour.
Okay, so you're featured on Last
Featured
Route.
on that. That's
Okay,
the
so you're
homie
featured
up
on
north.
Last Route. And you have Don't Look Back.
Yeah, that's one of
Okay.
that's the last song I probably dropped in the video. Don't Look Back.
That's gonna be your last one for this year?
Hell nah. I got a lot of stuff loaded. I'm probably dropping a visual like the next week or two. Me and Lil Twist got something on the way. Me, Allen, Yaj, and Twist got a video we shot on tour. I got a Grove Boy project called Grove Boy I'm working on. We're working on a Young Money project. All that should be happening this year. So yeah, got a lot of music.
Alright, that's good. It's good to see you like being in the mode with dropping music because I was watching interviews and if you look on Spotify, like it is a slight gap, like a year or 2 gap, and you say you took some time off.
Yeah.
Why did you take time off from releasing music?
You know, life shit happened. I caught a charge and shit. I was on probation, and so I could barely move how I wanted to move. Like when I went to LA and Miami, I was only able to go for 4 or 5 days and had to report back home. So that shit just kind of fucked with my, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really feeling it. I was just on some whole other shit. So, but now I'm off that shit. I'm back able to move, and you know what I'm saying? I'm back outside for real. Like do what I can do.
So taking time off from music, I know, was it hard to get back and start recording because music is constantly changing?
Not me taking off wasn't never me start recording. I just wasn't dropping. I'm in the studio damn near every day. I just wasn't putting music out because I know if something pop off, I can't move how I want to move. Like I had a dickhead probation officer damn near, so it's just like I ain't gonna be able to just move around how I want to move. But I probably got damn near 1,000 unreleased songs. I record like my brother. Like we really get that from him. He really live in the studio. So when I'm at home, I'm in the studio. That's how I stay out the way, especially in New Orleans. Like,
Right.
I don't go out in New Orleans. I'm in the studio. That's my
Locked
safe
in.
place. Yeah, for real.
So Don't Look Back is the latest release. What was the mindset with that single? Is it a lead up? Well, you said you got a lot more stuff dropping this year, so.
Yeah, it was just a song I had. I just felt like I needed to drop something. So it was just a song I shot a video before I released.
So that's leading up to the Grove Boys project, or you got something else?
I got more shit coming before that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna drop more singles before I drop the whole project for sure.
When can we expect that? Like when in your mind you think about dropping that?
Grove Boy probably gonna drop September, like end of September or something like that.
So close. It's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up.
You excited for that one to drop?
Yeah, I ain't dropped, like you said, I ain't dropped in a minute, so I'm excited. I ain't put out a whole project in 2 years or so.
Okay, dope. So I want to know more about the music scene in New Orleans, because you got yourself, talk about Spitter, Currency, another legend from out there, Wayne, like, I'm not sure, is Rob 49 from New Orleans?
Yeah, from New Orleans. That's
From
my
New
dog.
Orleans.
Fuck around.
Yeah, so talk about the music scene out there. Y'all all cool? Like, what's the vibe?
I mean, more so now than back in the G, yeah, like, we all got relationships, like, as far as everybody was doing something in New Orleans, like, we all kind of cordial and got relationships, none of that problems or nothing crazy like that. But they got a lot of people in New Orleans that do anything, like, a lot of people that make good music down there.
Okay, dope. So it's a love music scene, like, because in New York it's kind of like some artists don't like. Is it a lot of politics? I'm asking in New Orleans.
They got some artists that don't, but it's more. Everybody kind of. It's more so people cruise.
Right.
The artists don't really have problems. It might be the outside niggas that have problems, but from my standpoint, all the artists that I know, we all cool. We all, you know what I'm saying? It just might be the outside street and all this shit that's going on that make other shit complicated, but we don't have no problems per se with each other. You know what I'm saying? Nobody.
Right. And I know you grew up around music and Pops was heavy in music. Do you have a favorite like moment with like artists like Wayne or somebody in the studio with them, or like a funny moment and shit? I watched a lot of the interviews. You were like, yo, I'm not. That shit don't faze me. Like I've been around this. Like, do you have any?
I
any
do got a
stories and
funny
shit?
moment. I was going back to being competitive. One day I'm in the studio with Tune. I don't know what happened. I'm just feeling it one night. I think he in the booth. I just walk in that bitch. I'm like, say, you know I'm about to burn you tonight, huh? Man, this nigga looked at me with the serious face, like, so what the fuck made you feel like you could walk in here and tell me some shit like this? Like, you know you can't fuck with me, but I'm thinking you about to just take it some whole other way. Man, Slime put a verse on that song, I'm just looking like, yeah, you got it. I don't even want to be on this bitch no more, like, you know what I'm saying? But just fucking with him, and he just looked like, he really had the nuts to walk in the booth and just tell me something. All right, watch this. And just took off, bro, I'm talking about. Crazy. I'm like, I ain't fucking with dude like that no more.
This is recent.
That was probably like two years out while around. Like, it wasn't recent,
Yeah.
but that was probably the most memorable shit to know. I'm not about to tell you I'm gonna burn you on the verse again. Like, that's gonna make you pull some shit out your hat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Wayne though, he still got it.
What?
But yo,
You never lose it.
I wanted to wrap up the interview with this. So me and my boys is having this discussion. You're from New Orleans, you may be biased. When it comes to like Southern music, who do you feel like really got it, like put the flag down? New Orleans, like maybe the whole Louisiana, I'm not gonna say New Orleans, but like the whole Louisiana or like in Atlanta. What is your opinion? Who got the more legendary rappers? Because New Orleans, you guys got, or Louisiana, you got Cash Money, you got Young Money, you got
Who
people
bigger
like,
than Tunes from the It's a discussion, man. I'm going with the home team. I'm like, man, I'm from New Orleans, man. New Orleans. I'm sorry,
New Orleans,
being
got it.
biased, let me call it biased. But nah, we got the greatest rapper of all time from New Orleans. And he from my neighborhood, so yeah, I'm biased. I guess that's what you want to call it. Like, yeah.
that's the answer.
You know what I'm saying?
Jay Jones, he said New Orleans got it, so you had to face of the South.
Straight up.
The whole New Orleans or the whole Louisiana?
Hell yeah, it could be Louisiana. I fuck with Young Boy and Bad Road.
I say because Young Boy, for the young generation, he might be the Wayne of this generation.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Maybe not lyrically, but you know, in terms of popularity.
Louisiana, man. So Louisiana is a boo thing, man.
Boo. I gotta go to Louisiana. Where can I go? Where I'm getting the best food in New Orleans? I like soul food and shit.
They got some
Good
shit.
fish and shit.
They got shit, bro. They got Moros. They got Leos. These are all black-owned restaurants. I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
about
you feel me?
that.
Shout out to the black.
Man, black-owned restaurants. I ain't really trying to plug all that corporate shit. Pee-wees. They got a lot of spots. Like whatever you go to New Orleans, just hit me out.
I'm gonna hit you. I want to go out there for Mardi Gras. That's when it's
That's
lit.
the wave. That's when
Say
it's
less.
I'm just going. That's when shit going on. It's the best time. That shit is a real movie out there.
Facts. You a Saints fan?
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Pelicans fan, Saints
Oh yeah,
fan.
big New Orleans.
New Orleans, bro. Anything New Orleans, I'm rocking with. God knows.
My guy, Jay Jones. Yo, I want to appreciate you for taking time out to sit with us today.
Appreciate you.
Let the people know where they can find your music, get you on social media, and tap in with you.
Follow me on social media at jjones17, 17th. That's on everything. That's it. J Jones, all over. KUT Magazine, Young Money, you know what it is.
Another classic, signing out.
You heard?